Hello, hello. Yeah, Saxon, there's so much from Cloud's channel that I would love to use, but he has music that he likes to sell too, you know what I mean? How am I this tangled up? Cables, be nice to me today. Okay, so this is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. First of all, let me actually give something for you guys to hear. Okay. So, now you have game audio. How does this sound in terms of levels? I can raise or lower my volume. I can raise or lower the game's volume. The soundtrack in this game is incredible. You're absolutely going to want to hear it. It's just 10 out of 10 throughout. I should also probably do a little file management. We'll see. Mic could be louder. We can give Mike a little boost. Let's see. I don't want to go too far because if I die, I might scream. Okay, here's a 5 dB boost on the mic. How's that? Hair loud. Okay, well then I'm going back to what I had. I think I'll be less likely to clip that way. I'm not worried about loud. You can reduce your volume. Raising it is sometimes hard. Okay, so let's get into what we're doing today. First of all, I'm going to use. It's not really a glitch. It's more like an Easter egg. But we're not starting a normal file today. If I go to create a new file, the very first thing you do is you name your file, right? And there are a few names that give you special qualities when you start the game. And there are two of those, at least two, there actually might be more than two, that modify your starting stats. And the one that I'm going to use reduces all of my stats except for luck. It sets luck to 99. I don't actually need 99 luck. What I need is for my stats to be reduced, and I'll go into why that's necessary when we get to that point. But the code that I put in is this, I believe. So at first, it's just going to be a normal playthrough, and then when we get to the part that I'm going to use an exploit, I'll explain what I'm doing at that point in time. Also, in terms of lore, this game takes place after the end of the Castlevania Netflix series. For what that's worth. The Castlevania Netflix series is actually canon. What do you guys think about this full motion video from 1997? Pretty cool, right? It's just bussin', man. If I had $1 for every time I've heard someone say that Castlevania was bussin'. Okay, and now we have to play the ending to Dracula X, which they call Bloodlines because Konami forgot the name of their own game. And this doesn't really matter. I can show off a little secret here that's kind of funny. So when you get to this point in the actual game where you're playing as Alucard, there's a secret that you can activate by breaking that stone brick and then hitting the switch underneath, and it activates this staircase, and then you get to go up into the attic where there's some secret items. So the fun thing about this is that the items that are here in like the attic are the same items that are here at the end of the game when you're Alucard. So like there's a sword, there's a shield, I don't know what that is. There's some kind of like magical spell, I don't know. I think I can get over this side. Yeah, heart refresh. This is all stuff that Richter can't use. Like, I'm collecting items that serve absolutely no purpose. Like, if I pause the game to, like, equip and use these items, this is the pause screen. I can't do anything with them, and yet Richter can collect them for some reason. They don't transfer over to Alucard, you just pick them up and they just go away. It's really weird. Why they, like, even left this in the game, I don't understand. I don't know, did they? Lester, I'm not sure. I always just thought it was a translation error, but maybe it's not, maybe it's intentional. Let's see how consistent I can be. Time for some voice acting.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
As you can see, the voice acting in this game is unparalleled. One cyclone? Hey. Really? We just crashed. I literally tested this and went through the entire game and didn't get a single crash. Hold on, I'll set it up again. The state of PS1 emulation, it still ain't great. I was on a roll too. And I don't think I even got a save because we were 5 seconds into the game. We're just totally starting off. God damn it, Retro. I'm wondering now if I should make some save states as we go, just like in case that happens in the future. Skip. Skip. Okay, we're back. Maybe I'll actually be able to beat the boss now. Yep, we've heard your silly dialogue once. No, we're not gonna one-slide him. Gonna have to actually fight the thing. Kind of standing on me, sir. Can you move? Thank you. Come on, Maria. Give me your weird animals. should have collected the hearts of the good men.
No, it cannot be!
Okay, I guess I'll read the lore. It was Richter Belmont, the legendary vampire hunter, who succeeded in finally ending the menace of Count Dracula, lord of the vampires, who had been brought back from the grave by the dark priest Shaft. However, one night 4 years later, under the glare of the full moon, Richter mysteriously vanished. No idea where to begin her search, Maria Renard set out to look for him. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the castle of Dracula, which is rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized from out of the mist, as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces were struggling for the soul of a man named Alucard, the very same Alucard who teamed up with Trevor Belmont to battle his immortal father, Count Vlad Tepes Dracula. Alucard, in order to purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, had submerged his vampiric powers and entered into what was supposed to be an eternal slumber. Now he is awake, aware of the evil once again at work in his homeland. Time has once again come for the forces of good and evil to engage in their ancient battle. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who shall emerge victorious. So, I'm sure everyone knows this, but what's cool about this game is that you don't play as a Belmont, you play as Alucard, the son of Dracula. So it's there's a few games in the series that let you play as like non-Belmonts, but this is kind of the coolest one for that reason. Yeah, this takes place basically after the Netflix Castlevania series ends. This is like, I want to say somewhere in the game they say that this is 300 years after Trevor beats Dracula. So Trevor's like long dead. Okay, before I go any further, I should probably explain that. So the whole idea in this part of the game is that Alucard has come back to Castlevania to fight his father, right? But he's like kitted out. Like if I go into my equipment, all this is like in-game gear. This is all like fantastic equipment. Like the sword does, what's my attack? 45, I think that's it. The shield blocks, let's see, 39. Like all of them are like really high damage points for Symphony of the Night. So just keep that in mind for now. I have very good gear at this moment. Let me make sure that, okay, I do have 9 unlocked, good. A level, but I don't want to level up too much. There's a reason for that. This is a good spot for me to make a save state. Let's see, that's fine. I'll explain why. I'm actually going to do this part twice to show you what's supposed to happen and then what I'm going to do. So first, let's clear. Right, the money's just US dollars. Clear the room normally, and I'll show you what happens when you get to the end. Again, I'm just one-shotting everything. I have in-game gear. I'm like in a really good spot in terms of how strong my equipment is. You want to go to this room.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
So, death takes all your stuff. And so now if I go to my equipment, I have nothing. And basically what that means is that instead of going to fight Dracula, I have to work my way through the entire castle and slowly gear up to get my like damage and defense good enough that I can actually survive the battle, right? We're not really going to do all that. I'll show you how. So first of all, yeah, let's load. Let me show you what happens when you get hit by an enemy in this game. If I just walk into a wolf like an idiot, Alucard just gets knocked back a little bit, right? Like, oh, and then take 1 damage. Oh, and then he gets knocked back some. So that's not good enough. But when you take a lot of damage in this game, you get knocked back really far. And I'll show you what happens when I do that. So if I unequip all my stuff, so now I have like no defense. And if I get hit by an enemy now, this is what happens. Like, I just get sent flying, right? So that's the bug. We have to jump over this wolf. Now we're on this side. I unequip all my stuff again. And we just walk into him. Hi, death. So there was no cutscene that played, and I have all my stuff still. But the game is still trying to play the cutscene, which is kind of a weird state. So like I can't pause the game right now. And you'll see I have 2 HP. As soon as I make it to a save room, I'll get control of the character, and I can save, and I can equip all my stuff, and everything's fine. But there's one little skeleton. And it's really bad if I die to this one little skeleton, so this is why I made a save state. Because I literally have to punch him to death, and I have no alternative. This is the hardest part of the run, this one little skeleton. Ah, see what happens? I'm telling you, he's the real boss. The moment we get past the skeleton, we just kind of win the game. Owned. Really? I was on the right side. Come on, Wolf. Come on, Wolf. There we go. There we go. Maybe I'll make a save state here so that we don't have to do that again. I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying showing it off, to be honest with you. If I have to do it one more time, I'll save afterward. There we go. Okay. The final boss is defeated. The real lord of the castle was Green Skeleton. Okay, so now we have our health back, and now I can pause, and I can put all of my in-game gear back on, and we are going to one-shot every enemy in the game at this point. But yeah, so why the 99 luck glitch is necessary? If I start with a normal file and I don't use the like -x thing to give me 99 luck, you see my strength is 1. I don't know what con is. Is Constitution, or it's probably Constitution, is 1, intelligence is 0, and then luck is 99. If those aren't reduced, I can't take enough damage from the wolf to go flying. So you can't do this on a normal account. You have to use the password name. Yeah, so now that I have in-game gear, I don't care that my stats are 1, because everything dies in 1 hit. So let's just wreck the game. $5 from Orange River. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. I appreciate it. That intelligence won't get you laid, but look would. Man. This room is, we're gonna see a lot of it. I think I have to come back to the Alchemy Laboratory like maybe 3 times in this route. I get so sick of seeing it. For those of you that are like new to this game, how great is the soundtrack? It's already just like 10 out of 10. We've barely gotten started. What is this room? I'll take a save. There's a couple songs from like the GBA games that I'm not sure what they were thinking when they wrote that, but there's also a few from the GBA games that are incredible. It's definitely a overall very strong game. Oh, okay, we're about to have a boss, quote unquote. He's dead. So that's what a boss battle is going to be like. Right here. I remember where to go. Let's go this way. I do not care about that one. I'm correct in remembering, aren't I, that PS1 disc being on a CD, if you could just pop the actual Symphony of the Night PlayStation 1 disc in the CD player and it would just play all the tracks. That's true. I'm not going to need many key items in this playthrough. There's a few that I want to make sure that I get just to make it easier to like understand what's going on. There's some that there's one that makes the name of the enemy appear on screen when I kill them. And there's another one that makes my damage numbers appear on screen. Both of those would be nice, just as nice to have. Audio's a tad loud. I can turn it down a little bit. Okay, that is 5 dB lower. How's that, Tyler? You can drop it further if need be. Sounds like 5 dB lower. Well, that was the goal.
Wait a moment. You seem human, and yet, what do you here?
What do you hear?
I've come to destroy this castle.
I I hear a
Then we
ticking
have
clock.
the same purpose. I'll trust you for now. I'm Maria. Who are you?
Alucard.
Not the talkative type, I can see. Well, perhaps we'll meet again, if you live that long. Farewell.
So Maria is looking for Richter, who came to the castle to slay Dracula and succeeded and then just never left. So we're going to meet her a few times, and she's going to be very important for getting the good ending of the game. Which we will be doing today, of course. Is it with skeletons? I can't kill skeletons, I don't know. I think up is not the way, I think it's down. Keep going. I missed an item, but we can go back for it later. It's not required, it's just something I want to get. Oh yeah, also, just the fact that I have 99 luck means I'm going to get item drops like crazy, which is kind of nice. And every time I can force a level up, that's going to be really good because, again, my stats are heavily nerfed. So it's going to make the beginning of the game really easy because I have in-game gear. But as we actually get to the end of the game, it's going to get harder because I have the same gear you'd have anyway, except my stats are lower. I have a plan for how we're going to tackle the end of the game. So let's get the Wolf Soul and buy the Jewel of Open from the Librarian, and then head right back the way we came. Jesus Christ. She do got a booty on her. Yes, when I level up, the stats go up same as normal. They're just starting lower. So if I check my stats now, Strength is 6, Constitution's 3, Intelligence is 2. So we're already higher than we were. I'm also going to make a save state before I go in this next room because there's a lot of like crazy visual effects that happen. And if I crashed on Dracula, I might crash here. No crash so far. Time to battle myself, except myself doesn't have in-game gear. Oh well. You can count to 2 now, that's correct. Your intelligence stat is an indicator of how high you can count. I'm going to want to get double jump ASAP. Having to just single jump in this game, you move so slow. These guys, I actually would like to get a lucky drop from them. Not that it matters. But they can drop a talisman, which is a ring that just gives you a flat % chance of not taking any damage when you're hit. It's kind of busted. It's not only you not take the damage, but you also don't get knocked back. So it's like having unlimited poise for a second. Yeah, I think those are the only enemies in this entire game that have guns. Oh, I need to go up here. Okay. And hello? I didn't know the elevator could not be up. Interesting. So we have the Soul of the Wolf. That is one of the three transformations that you get in this game. For literary fans in the audience that have read Bram Stoker's Dracula, you'll know that he transforms into 3 different things in that book. A bat, a wolf, and mist. And we're going to get all 3 of those transformations for Alucard. All 3 are required to beat the game. I'll say that. You may be able to skip the wolf with some shenanigans. I don't know those shenanigans. These things suck. If they touch me, I can't swing my sword for a while. Like this. So now I just have to dodge. They suck. Did have a stopwatch. I probably should have used that there. It's fine. Okay, plant. Okay, plant. Not sure how much money I have. We'll see.
It's been a long time, old one.
Oh, it's you,
right.
Mr. Alucard. What do you need?
I need your help.
Young master, I cannot aid one who opposes the master.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell
Really?
me what you need.
I am greedy.
I'm interested in this.
Okay, so this is a required item. I have to have the jewel
Thank
open.
you.
I don't have a lot of money, honestly. I could buy a potion or a library card. We can do a skip with a potion, so I'll take the potion.
Thank you.
That's probably all we can do right now. Do I have
I'm
any...
interested in this.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
That is probably the only time we'll visit the librarian in this entire playthrough. I mean, like, I don't need gear, so... Oh, you had your copy of Dracula stolen? That sucks. Yeah, I broke the game to death. My levels are coming in like crazy. I just got the fairy scroll, so now we can see the names of enemies as I kill them. That does absolutely nothing. It just is fun to know what things are called. That's why I got it. Look at this silly guy. That's a magic tome. This is an ectoplasm. Okay, let's get out of here. I went through a few different routes in my head for this. I don't really like any of them super well. They all have like advantages and disadvantages. I have to backtrack regardless. Talisman? Nope. I'm gonna teleport because I think it is less backtracking. These are warp rooms. I'm probably just gonna collect them all through the course of the game, to be honest. Oh man, I wish I had bought the map. I don't think I could have afforded it though. That's okay. We don't need it. Tyler, what do you think about the map in this game? Does it remind you of any other particular franchise, perhaps? Maybe one owned by Nintendo that's also a side-scroller and also requires you to get items in a specific order and then backtrack through areas that you've been through in order to proceed further. Super Metroid basically was the sole inspiration for this game. I think Castlevania didn't make good games in their franchise before Super Metroid, but this game sort of changed what Castlevania was in a good way, I think. Kind of like the way Lords of Shadow changed what Castlevania was in a bad way. This is our second time through the Alchemy Laboratory. Like I said, we're probably going to have to come through here at least 3 times. Why not? It's funny, I'm actually not worried about like dying to enemies. That might happen some, but considering that we had a crash at the very beginning of the game, I'm just like, at what point is it just gonna not load the next room? Oh, Saxon. That breaks my heart, dude. Okay, so that's what buying the jewel did. It lets us open blue doors. It's Maria.
So, we meet again, Alucard.
It seems so.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange. This castle is different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations.
So I can't trust my memories, huh? Oh well, I'll do my best. Good luck.
We're headed to the Royal Chapel now. That is another place that we're going to have to backtrack through a ton of times. However, this place is cool because going through it gets us double jump. Not more skeletons. That skeleton had $100. Had $100 US. I always forget which way. I think that leads to the Colosseum, which I don't have yet. So which way we're going? I think it's up. This leads to the Colosseum. I don't remember. Not only that, but imagine like being posted as a guard and you just have to stand on uneven stairs the entire time. It's like one leg is always going to be extended and the other one is always going to be... That would be so painful. Okay, I hate this room because there are crows, and the crows make me fall and then have to do things over and over again. Let's see if I can have that not happen. They are specifically the reason that I brought the axe. Hey, Bat. Bat. Once we get bat form, this hallway will be much faster to go through. I can just speed through everything. Oh, I dropped the axe. That's right. All I have is the bibble. This is not the way. I will take that potion. Time for another quote-unquote boss. That's that boss.
Impressive. You're very strong.
I didn't help at all.
What is it you want? You didn't come here to tell me that.
You're right. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but...
He disappeared about a year ago.
Of course, but
And I'm
I only
sure
had
he's
an
here.
NES growing up.
If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
Thank you. So, you do know how to be a gentleman.
I'm going to do all the, all of the, first half bosses. I'll call it that, for those that may not know the twist in this game. You don't have to. You're just going to. I think this is a teleport room. Cool. Okay. I guess it's back and down. Trying to remember this game's layout. Man, I don't know how you could speedrun this game specifically. It would just be mashing dash and shield for like 20 minutes straight. Nope, this is a save room. Where am I going? Maybe I do take the elevator up. Go through the fun room one more time. That's not it, we'll just teleport somewhere. Thought you were gonna say Werewolves of London, Saxon, but that's a better song. Okay, yeah, I just need to take that litter up. It was worth going back just to get the axe, because these guys suck. Lester says, no, Werewolves of London. Okay, leap stone. So now our cape will flap like wings. We can double jump. That's gonna make traversing so much easier, just in general. The discourse. I didn't know that werewolf music was so controversial. Okay, thinking. The next thing I need is mist form. Yeah, we're just gonna have to teleport back to the library and walk back. Salt, what is your profile picture? It looks like a menu from like Final Fantasy VII, with like just a teeny tiny corner of it. So I'm sure that's not what it is. You bitch. That's the library, I'm not ready for that. That's where the bat is, but I have to have mist first. These skeletons, man. Going down, it'll be faster. Born to be wild. Oh god. It's 2022, people. It's Windows 95. Okay, that's so much better. Here you go, doorman. Take all the visual stimuli before we leave this area permanently. So I just opened a secret passage on the floor. It is required to get to the underground waterway. Not really a place I plan on doing right now, but it will be helpful later. It's down here again. Is it a library card or a meal ticket? Library card. Good. I would like to have one library card. If I ever get in a position where I get stuck somewhere, or if I'm in a position where I have to walk through Death's room, because he's still there at the beginning of the game waiting for me to try to take my weapons. So if I'm ever in a position that I would have to go through that room, I can use the library card to teleport to the library and not have to do the death skip again. Yeah, see, I don't want to go this way yet. I want to find the Soul Lord. Could. You know what? Let me check for this item first. That's where we're headed next, the clock room. Wake stream. I would be asking what year it is. I think the Soul Orb is around here. Also could just be totally wrong. I have, yeah, here it is. Spirit Orb, that's it. I have a hot take on music based on age. And that is not that old music is better than modern music. It's that you are curating your choice in music over a wider period because your memories remember the good stuff, right? So I don't disagree. Like, I don't think that all modern music is good, certainly, but I do think some modern music is good, and it's just we have a lot of music thrown in our face all the time, as opposed to remembering like your favorite like 10 hits from all of the 80s, for example. But I do think pop music is really bad right now. I don't listen to pop though. I think there's quite a bit of music being made right now that is quite good. Well, as long as I'm correct scientifically. Orange River's like, well, I can't argue with the science. However, your personal taste. There's some more thirst traps ahead, Doorman. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get you there. How about this guy? Huh? What do you think about him? No, but in all seriousness, we are going to have to fight a succubus later. And being sexy is like her whole gimmick, so looking forward to that. Okay, so I wanted to open up that shortcut so I don't get stuck. I need to either... I don't want to go back out the way we just came. So let's go through the alchemy laboratory again. Venus Clearwater Revival. Yeah, they're pretty good. I like that quote, Lester. Why do I keep going this way? This is not the way. think my brain just doesn't want to deal with the spikes. Just spikes. You can handle it just fine, brain. You're good. I don't really like either one, to be honest with you. I feel like just movement in this game in general is so much cleaner if there was a teleport room right in the middle of the castle. Like you'll see, like there's one on the bottom. It's the orange room, by the way, not the red ones. Yes, they use orange and red, almost identical colors for two different rooms. I know, but the orange ones are the teleport rooms. So there's one kind of at the bottom, there's one all the way on the right, and there's one all the way at the top. You go back to the clock tower in the middle of the map so many times. I wish there was one right on the clock tower. I wouldn't have to do this backtracking I'm doing right now if that was the case. There's a pet bat up there, but I can't reach it yet. Oh, dude, you had to eat sandpaper. That sucks, man. Don't you hate it when, like, you're just walking down the street, you're minding your own business, and here comes the sandpaper. I hate it. Just ruins your day, and you're full of sandpaper. That comment is the same energy as for the Souls fans in the audience that might be subscribed to Prod. You probably know what I'm talking about. There's like one person in Prod stream that every once in a while will comment under the name Jennifer Love Hewitt, and she just every time he comments, he just talks about how much he loves eating rat poison. And it's just, hi, it's me, Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm here to tell you about how much I love rat poison, and it's just it's in the worst opportunity times. Sometimes just you can't just drop eating something that's non-edible in the chat and not have it derail the conversation, you know what I mean? What is right in this room? Do I care? Save room. No, I don't care. Money is for buying items from the librarian, which is one of the ways you can get like gear upgrades in terms of weapons and armor and stuff like that. But again, I have the best weapons in the game right now, so we're not going to use money for anything in this playthrough. I just have it. Where you download the game, I cannot tell you that. So, I got stuck here as a kid, as I think many people did, playing Symphony of the Night. I say as a kid. I played it as like a teenager for the first time. You're pretty much cut off from everything in the map. You can go to the underground waterway, but that's basically it. And you get stuck there eventually too, unless you can fly as the bat. And I can't get the bat until I get Mist Form. And Mist Form is, you have to leave from this room to get Mist Form. And what you're supposed to do, how anyone was meant to figure this out, I don't know. I guess word of mouth is what they were relying on. You're supposed to go to this room and wait for that statue in the upper left to move, which is based on the position of the hands of the clock. I think it's like every other minute it moves or something like that. And that is the required way forward. So games were pretty esoteric in 1997. Bro, I can't even tell you where I got this jacket. I've had it for so long. I'll do the Coliseum now. Yeah, what's so funny about like older games is they're almost reliant on having like an internet guide to enjoy them during a time when most people didn't have the internet. Modern games kind of hold your hand in a way that old games did not. And I don't necessarily mean to say that one is better than the other. I think playing an old game with a guide is an awesome experience. But man, you were not... you were just expected to have a lot of free time back then. I don't need to book clothes. Oh, by the way, Casually the best song on the soundtrack. This is a good time to mention the combo attacks. So Alucard has magic, but it's not like magic in the rest of the Castlevania series where you have to unlock it or you collect it as an item. His are just button combinations where if you know them, and you can just do them at any point in time. So down right square makes him teleport across the room and do like a little quick flash like that. And there are certain enemies and bosses that is huge for, because it's like range and it's invulnerability frames. So I don't know too many of the combos off the top of my head, but the teleport move is really good. He also does it when Trevor meets Alucard in the Castlevania Netflix series. Like, the very first attack he does is that move. Stop that. Well, people still worked, Lester. You still had a job. Okay, this room sucks. We're just gonna take a lot of damage and just brute force our way through it. It has a really good item that is not required to beat the game, but it is required for me to beat the game. We're in a really weird game state right now. We're both high level and low level at the same time. Okay. That's one of the hardest things we have to do, so I'm glad that's done. The shield rod doesn't do much right now, but it will in the future. Yeah, I hate going in save rooms in this game because it resets the music, and I'm like, I just want to keep playing. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of kidding around, but it's an excellent point. Like, people literally do have less free time than ever before. What's up here? I think it's just where you take Mist Form once you get it. I think I want to go down. Okay, time for some lore.
Who are you? Open Hell's Gate. Come forth, my servants. The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont. Crush this flea who invades my castle.
Richter turned bad. That was the boss again.
I'm certain that was a Belmont. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
So, basically, this was just for us to discover that maybe Richter is not in his proper mental sorts at the moment. Now we got Misform, so I can do that and go through bars, which is very important for like 3 sections in the game, and that's it. Need to go right. I'll finish this hallway out just to see what it is. I just kind of want to keep hearing the music, to be honest with you. I don't really need to farm levels, but any levels that I can passively get along the way would be nice. Okay, unfortunately, I think we're about done with the Coliseum. And this is the only place where the song plays. Is this a shortcut I need to open? Oh, it just leads back here. Okay. Yeah, so we're going right back to, actually, hold on. We'll go right because we'll unlock a teleport room along the way. So that'll be a more efficient path. Doesn't really matter though. As you might imagine, Tyler, this game is very much like Metroid Dread, where like the early part of the game, you're just backtracking to hell. And then as you learn, unlock more of the teleports, you just don't have to backtrack at all, and you can warp like pretty much exactly where you want to go. I fell. Come on, elevator. This could pass. You could see it happen right before your very eyes. You gotta play Warframe? Interesting. I've not touched Warframe in a good while. Sword. Sword. Have that. Okay, I don't actually know where I'm going here. It's somewhere to the right. Is this way to the right? Probably not. Like a secret entrance. I got cheese! Let's go, cheese! Another room we'll have to pass through a lot, I think. I remember killing these guys over and over. As you can see, there's a hole in the ceiling there. If I could fly, I could go through that. Let's go get flight. Always push start when I need to push select. I don't know why I walked all that way. I guess I could have used the teleport card. Or the library card. That's okay. We'll save one. Seems weird to me that Mist and Bat are located where they are in this game, because naturally you're going to want to come back to the library first. I feel like, because you can like the obstacle that you need to pass in order to get the Bat is the double jump, and like I got the double jump a little while ago, but nope, you have to actually take the double jump elsewhere and then come back with it later. Way. Hey books, chill out. There are too many of them. We'll take a save, why not? I have 85 HP right now, which is kind of low, but for me it's okay because my armor is so good that I basically only take 1 hit point of damage from almost everything. So if you think of it like 85 hits, like that's a lot of health. But once we get to the late game, things are not going to do 1 point of damage, they're going to do like 20 or 30. So it's going to get really rough, really fast toward the end of the game. I need to, any levels I can get between now and then would be nice. Yeah, the book dying is nice. You also just hate the book, you know? Oh no, it's a lesser demon. Whatever will we do? I hope he doesn't punch me for 1 damage. Yeah, I'll spend most of the game only taking 1 damage per hit. I'm not exactly sure how the like defense system works in this game. I don't know if it's as simple as a point of defense means your damage is reduced by that much, but my defense right now is like 40 or something. Okay, we got Bat. That's good. Bat means we can fly. I don't remember what's up here. Dude, the re-recorded voice is so bad. I made a joke about wanting to play the original, meaning this one, because of the good voice acting in quotes, but like it's also kind of not in quotes, you know? There's no reason for me to come up here. The thing is, like, the lines are objectively worse, like the writing is just bad, but also, I don't know, the casting, I'm not crazy about the casting. Like, I like Alucard's like deep vampire voice. I don't want him to sound. No, he's more like androgynous in the remake. Oh man, it always goes back and forth between this one and Aria of Sorrow. I'm playing this one currently, so this one is currently my favorite. You see how that works? But yeah, I also really like Aria. I'm in the camp that Dawn of Sorrow is not better than Aria of Sorrow. I like Aria better. There are a lot of really good covers of wood carving. It's just, I feel like any musician that has come into contact with Symphony of the Night is like, ooh, I gotta do a cover of one of their songs. Well, we're going through the whole game here, Kenneth, so feel free to stick around. If you don't mind spoilers, that is. Alright, I guess I'll work. Okay, that's right, maybe. I was complaining about and not having a teleport room in the center as much. This is kind of the closest you ever get to the center. Which is not great because you have to backtrack through an annoying hallway, but it's also not terribly far away geographically. So I'll take it. Okay, now that we're back, I can actually go up here, and we're going to fight a boss and get a key item. I like how they decided to make that one enemy's death like just extremely gruesome for no reason. Okay. Don't remember which exit from this room is the boss. Let's try. I guess I should try the top because it's easier to go down from the top, right? I always get the iron ball and I never use it. Here's the boss. As you might imagine, he's not going to last very long. He's dead. Wait a minute. No, he's not. He has a second phase. Second phase is also going to last like this. So, we're still wrecking bosses, but they're taking a little longer than before, right? and that's going to continue to happen. So I'm actually going to have to change weapons at the end of the game, because this sword, as powerful as it is, will not be enough to beat Dracula. I'm not sure, Saxon. I think you missed me getting bat. I'm a bat now. So this lets the bat shoot out a little like sound sonar, which only has one use in the entire game. All right, Tyler, what are you sending me? Let's see. It just does not like your link. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to watch it later. The link goes to, oops, something went wrong. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate you. And so speaking of, well, let me answer G-Man's question first. Probably the Muramasa, because like it scales on its own. Pretty bad at first, but the fact that you can like farm enemies and then like it levels up is pretty cool. It's also a blood source. Yeah, so the thing is, like, I think my just everything about my computer is cursed today. We crashed on Dracula at the very beginning. When I wanted to post like stories promoting the stream, Instagram flipped it upside down. Never fixed it. My solution was to flip it upside down myself so that Instagram would then flip it the right way. Let's see. TikTok ate the sound. And then Snapchat did something stupid too that I can't remember. It's like all platforms. Oh yeah, and Patreon was just down this morning. It's like all websites just decided to break today. I don't know. Why are you different? Because I'm streaming, Tyler. It's mad at me right now for using bandwidth, clearly. Okay. I think I'm just ready to go underground. He does hate me today. What's weird is, like, I have problems with my internet all the time. My, like, connection is actually stable. It's just, like, all platforms are like, we're not gonna load for Phobia. So, Tyler, your message, I hate when all websites and then like on another line is go down. So I read the first line first as just, I hate all websites, and I was about to be like, yeah, me too. I hate when websites. Running Vista. Alright, Lester. Alright. I have people mistaking me for being older than I am, but how old do you think I am if I'm running Vista? There was a point in time in my career I was making YouTube videos on Windows Vista. That is factually true. We're just happy that that era has ended. Honestly, Windows Vista, not great. Windows 8 was worse. Ken is immediately just like, yep, Windows 8, yep. Bro, okay, so, I've told you a million times that I hate Teespring, right? So, I don't know if you remember, but recently, Lester said that he bought, I think it was a pint glass from my Teespring, and I was like, oh, you'll have to let me know how that is. I've never ordered a pint glass before. So I was like, you know, I should probably like update my Teespring. It's been a while since I've added anything to that. You know, I want it to, want to make sure that all the designs look good and, you know, the quality assurance, all that crap. So I looked into it. And by the way, I can push a button right now while live streaming to pin a link to merch at the top of the chat window. Tyler, I don't know if you knew that was a thing. I feel like it's new. Like, I feel like I haven't seen it before. So I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, maybe I'll do that today. And if anyone wants to check out the merch, they can, and it'll be an easy link. And then when I opened it, there were no shirts. There were stickers, there were mugs and cups and backpacks and pillows and all the like other things that Teespring sells, and just zero clothing. And I was like, okay, let's go find out why my clothing is not appearing, because obviously if you're gonna buy something from somebody you support, a t-shirt is like one of the first things you'd go for, right? Like, it's kind of a big deal. So I go on Teespring and I'm like, all right, let's edit my listing and try to figure out why the shirts aren't there. And it spins and spins and spins and spins and spins like it does. If you've used Teespring, this is not new to you. Finally, the listing loads. Everything looks perfectly normal. The shirts are there, everything is there, everything is in the order that I left it in fact. So like, it should automatically appear based on the items that I like feature, right? And it's working, everything's great. Like, okay, let's go back to YouTube and see if it's fixed. Go back to YouTube, nope, clothing is still missing. So basically, I go down this rabbit hole, because my issue is apparently not unique to me. Lots of people struggle to have items in their Teespring shop actually appear on YouTube. They just, for whatever reason, just vanish. So I stumble upon this like Google like help article that's related to YouTube, and it's like what to do if certain items from your merch is not appearing on YouTube. I was like, well, there you go. This is it. It's clearly a YouTube problem. And I clicked the little link, and their solution is contact Teespring support. If Teespring can't make a website that loads, why do I think Teespring support is going to help me add missing items to YouTube? So I don't know what to tell you guys. If you see a t-shirt on my Teespring on YouTube, congratulations, you're one of the lucky few. That's all I can say. Did you try restarting YouTube? If I had the power to reboot YouTube, it would be rebooted. I would restart that thing like a ComTrend router. In all seriousness, though, I am like actually wondering if I should look into moving all my items to a website that's not Teespring. I mean, like, I feel like in terms of, you know, item quality and the cost that they charge a consumer for something, it's not bad. But it's like, just the user interface is so horrible. I wouldn't be surprised if someone went to Teespring and like checked out and like made it all the way to the end of the checkout process, and then it just ate their information and their order never got placed. Like it's that kind of stuff that I worry about. I don't know what the other merch retailer is that YouTube now lets you use. I'm also kind of like, how could it be worse? So we're under the castle now, as you might imagine, and we're gonna go down, and we're gonna go down, and we're gonna go down, and we're gonna keep going down. We can go this way first, I guess. That actually was meant to end that quickly. We'll see. That was not exactly the entire boss fight. Also, you'll find that Alucard is a vampire, so he takes damage when he's in water. I need to probably do something about that. That was the rest of the fight. Yeah, could you imagine Dracula? He's like, I think as a vampire, I want to fill my castle with holy water. I think it would be a quirky, fun challenge for myself. Now you have the right thing in mind, Saxon. Crystal Cloak is best cloak. My current one glows red. It glows red. How could you possibly want something different? Okay. I have to go back to this room, but first I have to make the I don't know, the Orman? Is that a word? Orman? I need to make him friends with me. We're just gonna drown. Yeah, Joseph's Cloak was cool. Actually, if I had like anything that I wanted in this game, I probably would take Joseph's Cloak just for the flex. But it's just so expensive. It's not worth the time collecting the money for this playthrough. But I like the Twilight Cloak too, so it's fine. I probably should have mentioned the fact that I just murder frogs indiscriminately in this section. It's the boat, man.
I'll take you to a place which might be interesting for you.
I'll take you to the corner. Hey, Doorman, what do you think about the ice babes? Glad they get your approval. I don't have to follow this guy. I don't remember. I think it's back up to the merman room at the beginning of the castle. Looks like it. I will take the health though. I know I've said this like a million times at this point in the stream, but like, what was Konami doing just making half the budget of the game the soundtrack? I don't actually need to go to the ferryman, but like at this point, we're doing so good on time, I may want to just to like show it off. That took me forever to find. My first playthrough. There he is.
I'll guide you to meet your destiny.
I'll take you wherever I want. They still pay the musicians in drugs. Hey, Sabraxis. No, that's Paper Mario. I'm trying to get Tyler to play Paper Mario. He's close. He's almost there. Hopefully he'll start it soon. One of these days he's going to appreciate little oinks for their inherent value and realize that he shouldn't have waited so long. I feel like he has no idea what I'm talking about with little oinks. You will soon. You're going to like the little oinks. $20 from Lester Lewis. Have you ever thought of doing video streams on older system games other than Zelda, such as something from Sega? Yeah, absolutely. Dude, like, my goal, I want to have, like, every major series covered on my channel. And I like starting with the older ones first. That's not, like, always a rule. But, like, oh, man. The idea of, like, doing, like, a glitches you can do in, like, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or something would be awesome. I would definitely, approach Sega in the future. Tyler and I were just talking about, now that I'm streaming this game and kind of like, you know, renewing my knowledge in it, and I had to learn a few of the skips and stuff like that. I already have time invested into this. I might as well do a glitch video for this game this year for Halloween. So this will be my first PlayStation 1 game on the channel. And that opens the door for things like Metal Gear Solid. More Castlevania, of course. Oh, so, I didn't really address this when it happened, but, I picked up the holy symbol. Now the holy symbol is a relic, and relics are key items they have passive effects that are always applied to your character. And the holy symbol makes it so that I don't take damage from water. Let me show you what it looks like. Now you might mistake that for a snorkel and realize that, oh, he's not taking damage from water because he's breathing through the air in the snorkel. Haha, very funny. No, this is a holy symbol. That is a J. That's a J for Jesus, and that's the reason that he's protected. It's not a snorkel, it's a J for Jesus. That is intentionally the joke, yes. But it's a J for Jesus. I don't think there's a single reason for me to go down this way. Let's just not. I move way too slow in water for me to tolerate that. There's a long tube sock. It does. $8 from Orange River. Castlevania Glitches video this year will be an excellent addition to the catalog. I think will attract lots of interest. I hope so. Symphony of the Night is kind of Castlevania's like Ocarina of Time in terms of being like a, you know, renowned game in the series that has like fame and press and is a lot of people's favorites, that sort of thing. So I don't know that necessarily. There's danger in doing the biggest game in a series as the first one because you don't have that audience yet. There's also value in like, you know, just getting it out there and then having the audience build from the most popular game first. So I don't really see me doing too much Castlevania on the channel, even though I would like to. It's just most of the games that aren't like the Metroidvania style don't have a lot of like notable glitches. So Aria of Sorrow is one, Symphony of the Night is one, all the DS Castlevanias would count. Like in terms of like Castlevania 1 and like the NES and stuff, I don't know how relevant it would be. So here we are on the map, and as you can see, we have lower to go still. That was an upside down walking stick. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what you think it is. The only thing that matters is that it's a J for Jesus. That was Cerberus. He's dead now. Right, I have no idea. These little guys suck. The longer you leave them on the screen, the more fire they put out, and they can just keep putting out fire. Like, it just never ends. That would be good for later. It's very lucky that there is a teleport room down here, because otherwise I'd have to backtrack all the way out of the cave. Nobody wants that. A save room over here? It feels like a real long time since I saved. Nope, it is a dead end with whatever that is. What are you? Oh, the demon card. I don't want the demon card. That summons the like pet imp that flies around and like messes with enemies. It's just going to be more distracting than it is helpful. Mushy. Yeah, you either love this game or you have the wrong opinion. how they give you a dagger at this point in the game. Like, you're already like most of the way done with the castle, and it's like, oh, a dagger. No one's switching to the dagger. Okay, we are finally like so far underground beneath the castle. We're in like a crypt. So we are now all the way down there, and interesting. So I missed a boss. I will have to go back for her on the way out, which is fine. Oh, we're gonna be using the Alucard shield and the shield rod. See you, Sobraxis. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you here. Okay, so this room specifically is the reason that I got the bat sonar. It is pitch black and there are spikes everywhere, but if you have the bat sonar, you can do this and see a little bit in the dark. It's only for this room that it's necessary, and probably if you were just like insanely good with your memory, you could do this room without the sonar. That's not me. I'm gonna do it the hard way. Yeah, the shield rod is like, I don't know what they were thinking. It's so busted. Although, this game kind of is, it has a lot of things that aren't really like, they're not balanced on purpose, you know, because they're kind of like esoteric and hard to find, and I think Konami was just like, if they figure it out, figure it out. Let them enjoy how busted it can be. They kind of just let you activate God mode on your own toward the end of the game if you know what you're doing. Dude, I love the Alucard sword. Bosses are the only thing that hasn't died in one hit for us so far. Okay, so what I just got was the Spike Breaker, which is a set of armor that while you're wearing it, it makes my defense go down because it's not as good as the like Alucard mail, but it lets me walk on spikes. And that is a required item to finish the game with the good ending, because there's a hallway you have to go through with spikes, and if you can't walk on them, you can't open the door at the end. So normally you're supposed to go all the way down to the catacombs and do what I just did in order to get Spike Breaker. However, when we get to that point in the game, I will show you how it's meant to be used, and then I will show you a glitch that you can use to skip Spike Breaker. So really, we didn't have to do that, but you know, I want to show off the game, so why not? You got it, Lester. That's a lot of old games in general, but you're right about Konami likes to really reward game knowledge. I like that guy took about as many hits as like most of the bosses we fought so far. Yeah, man, I get what you're saying. Like, I don't want my videos to be like exclusively for people that know the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's meant to just be like something you just kind of relax and enjoy. So I feel like knowing the normal way you're supposed to do something adds to appreciating the glitched way. I got tuxedo mask. Room. Right, the lava is just like, it hits different. Low poly, low resolution texture. Okay, so this is a boss I don't have to kill to beat the game, but it's one of like the coolest ones in the game, so I had to come down here and show you. It's just a ball of corpses. It's just a straight up ball of corpses. Hey, Kinsey, you just showed up for all the naked people. Yeah, the boss looks like a metal album cover, it really does. Come on, little guy. Aren't you dead yet? Yeah, you are. Okay, and now we leave. Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention to where I was going, and I skipped one of the bosses on the way down here. So I still think it's gonna be faster to teleport out and come back down, to be honest with you. Like, backtracking out through all those drops is just gonna take so long. Let's not do that. Torment, Jesus Christ. Can you murder a corpse? Genuine question. I'm just wondering if you can murder a corpse. To me that that would be impossible. Your doorman, you can defile a corpse, but that's a different conversation altogether. Sorry, doorman. I couldn't resist. I apologize. Please call off your legal counsel. Alright, we are trying to get back to the center again, because I need to go back down. The goat is the goat. I don't know if you noticed that. All the animals on the background there for the teleport rooms, each room has a different animal at the top, and this one is the goat. The goat is the one that's the closest to the middle of the castle, so the goat is indeed the goat. Christ. Okay, so we're going down and right and really far right. I like thinking about the fact that Super Metroid and Symphony of the Night are similar in terms of their game world, like the size of the game world. One is a planet, and the other is a house. I am gonna blow up the house, that's true. Oh, there's truly a Metroid veteran after all. He's like, I think I'm gonna blow up the planet at these. Something about this place. I just wanna blow it up. In Samus's defense, it's normally not her fault that a planet blows up. She's just really unlucky. Okay, so this is what I missed. I was supposed to go right here. This is a save room, but I was supposed to go right a little lower. This is where I was supposed to go. Oh, we're gonna get some lore from this boss. And Doorman, if you're still here, this is the part you're gonna want to pay attention to. This is where all the meal tickets are. Okay, well, all your dreams are about to come true. Why, this save room looks strange.
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
Don't come
But
here.
Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I'd gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
You broke free of my spell. I like that.
Demon, death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you've got.
We gotta fight the Naked Lady. Torment. She actually is one of the coolest bosses in this game, unironically.
Darkling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be? That strength, that beauty. You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you.
She's like, oh, I'm waking up. I'll forget everything. So, I just got the gold ring. That is one of 2 key items required for the good ending. Let's go get the other one. We believe you, don't worry. And Aria of Sorrow, which is kind of like the spiritual sequel to this game. You have to play through the same castle. It's like slightly different, but most of the areas are the same. And the good ending in that game, well, I should explain the mechanics first. In that game, instead of collecting like, I mean, you do collect key items, but instead of collecting like relics, like Alucard does, that like opens specific doors and obstacles and stuff, you kill the enemies in the castle, and then each one has a low chance of dropping their soul, which lets you use basically whatever their ability is yourself. And so you just like slowly take over all of the monsters in the castle by just gaining more and more and more abilities. And the way that you get the good ending in that game is that you have to be equipping all of the souls that make you as close to Dracula as possible. And the 3 that you equip, I think, are... remember 2 of them. I don't remember 2 of them. One is a fire demon, and one is the succubus. But I can't remember what the third one is. Alright, we are going to the right. You can walk there. It's not a problem. Open up, statue. If you take much longer, I'm going another way. There you go. That's true. Yeah, somehow I think the behavior of people we've seen in chat, by comparison to you, you are well beyond the scope of acceptability. Does it? It might. I don't have the stopwatch, but actually I think you might be right now that you say that. That sounds familiar. I don't know what Tyler's up to, but he has really been attracting the bots lately. I hope I'm still too small of a fish to have their attention currently. Okay guys, this is probably my last time through the Coliseum. If you would like to appreciate the jazz, now is your time. I've actually been pretty happy with the lack of bullshit in my chat tonight. It wouldn't hurt for me to grab a save while I'm here. It's been a while since I saved. It was a busy night for all of us. Should be the right room. So, this is the spike breaker room. This is the room I was telling you about earlier, that we need a key item from the end of this hallway. But obviously if I touch spikes, I get knocked back and take a ton of damage. So you can't go through here unless you have the spike breaker item. Now, I can turn into a bat, and I can fly through the gap. The problem with that is you can only open doors as a human. So when I reach the end, I would have to transform into a human, land on spikes, and then would be knocked back from the spikes, and I couldn't open the door. So, regardless, no matter what you do, you have to have the spike breaker. Right? You don't actually, and this is what you do. So I can take off the spike breaker now. You don't even need it for that part. You can turn into a bat and turn into a mist immediately after. It's not a problem. Which is why there's a little gap right here, so you don't take damage from you. Turn to being human. So, without the spike breaker, if I didn't do any of that underground stuff, if I just came here immediately after getting back, you can fly all the way to the end, and then here's the door that I need to open, and I can't open it as a bat. I have to turn into human. And you'll see, as soon as I turn human, I'm going to land on those spikes and take damage, and I'm going to get knocked into the next spike and the next spike, and it's just going to go down the line, and I'm going to take like all my health damage and die. Or I can equip a potion, and just as I transform into a human, I can spam potion. When you drink a potion, you have a little bit of iframes where you can't take any damage, and that lets this happen. If you ever want to make it through the game and get the good ending and don't want to do the underground section, all you need is a potion. It's very easy. You just need a potion. I'll equip Spikebreaker because I'll actually walk out, but that is one of the easiest glitches you can do in this entire game.
So, did you find Richter?
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here.
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true. You're wrong. I must go now.
And here is the last ring we need. Let's go there and then I'll explain what we're doing. I do have Spikebreaker on, right? Yep, good. Guys, we're almost done. Believe it or not. Go up. Hello, Good Hunter. This game is from 1997. Grab a save. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up. The top here is where you would normally fight Dracula, but you will fight Richter because he is in charge of the castle right now. I'm gonna save right here. I'm going to take a bathroom break, and then we're gonna come back and get the bad ending to the game and the good ending to the game kind of back to back, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a moment. YouTube apparently has an option where I can play an ad while I'm gone. That I've never done that before. So let's try it and see if it works. Well, did you see an annoying ad, or did YouTube just debate me? Well, that wouldn't be YouTube if it worked, would it? Oh well, that's fine. The advantage is you guys don't have to sit through an ad now. Okay, so I just saved. I think let's make a save state too, because I don't want to have to basically I have to sit through a long credit sequence when I get the like bad ending here, and we don't want to sit through that. We can skip the credits if I save state. Okay, so if you don't kill all the bosses and get all the items like I did, you get this ending, which is that Rickard is evil and you just kill him.
I've been waiting for you.
So it is you. But why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity. Magnificent! But now feel my unbridled wrath.
He's going Super Saiyan. Hey, quit spamming.
It's over, Belmont.
So the war between humans and vampires finally ends here. What need for the shepherd when the wolves have all gone? My time on this world has come to an end.
Yep, that's exactly what Richter wants. He's kind of not a great dude. Powers over 9,000. You know, in the new dub of DBZ, they changed that line. They say it's over 8,000 now. Why? What was wrong with the meme? Why can't we just have a meme?
Mankind continues to fight, but it is a desperate fight to stay alive. I suppose that he chose a life of warfare, since that was the only way he knew. Like you, Father, he chose a path of destruction. Farewell, land of my birth. Never again will these eyes gaze upon your beauty.
And then credits. So, we don't want that ending. That's not the ending we want. We want the good ending when we fight Dracula, so let's do that. That means instead of going in to fight Richter immediately, we need to use the silver ring and the gold ring that we got from Maria and from the succubus to unlock a secret room in the clock tower. So that's where I'm headed now. Not the direction I was even supposed to go. I just fought him for fun, I guess. That way leads to, I need to go to the clock tower. I need to go to the clock tower room. That is like the area that's like the gears and the famous clock tower section from Castlevania games. But that section is totally optional. There's no reason for us to go there. Did it? Oh, interesting. I don't really like doing the whole ad thing, to be honest with you. It's just kind of a necessary evil on this platform. Okay. You really like the CD room? I like the CD room because it says CD at the top. That guy dropped a flaming boomerang. Your river is orange Gatorade, huh? Okay, so we go in this room, and then we equip the gold ring that says wear clock, and the silver ring that says in tower. And then this happens. Oh, a secret. So this the entrance that just opened here, remember that. It's gonna come up again later.
Alucard?
That voice, Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He has joined forces with the enemy.
So it was a Belmont after all.
But someone must be controlling him. Whatever we do, we can't harm Richter.
But he must be stopped.
I know. Well, here. Take these with you.
What are these?
If you wear these, you can see beyond evil illusions.
Thank you. 'Tis best then if you pray for the soul of your friend.
It's just hard to be excited about a secret that you've opened a dozen times. Why Maria has those, I don't know. It's like, oh, please save my friend. Here's the exact thing you need to do it. Come on, game. Oh, I'm under a rock, that's why. Right, how did she get in there in the first place? Okay, Honestly, just waiting for the statue is going to be the fastest way, probably. Yeah, like, why was there an eye in that room? Or man, you've seen enough of my content to know that that will never happen on this channel. I am simply not capable of it. I hate this guy because he does a little lunge, and it's like, he always pokes me with his knee. Nah, what I would do is I'd make it a thumbnail of the Legion boss that's just a ball of corpses, and be like, finding 10,000 naked people in Castlevania Symphony of the Night? Okay, so what happens if we fight Richter with the Holy Classes? Let's find out. Oh, what a shame. I guess I can finally collect that stuff as Alucard that I talked about at the very beginning of the stream. The stuff that will make absolutely zero impact on this playthrough. Ooh, a hot dog. Ooh, a pot roast. Ooh, a turkey. Ooh, a sirloin. Yeah, that would be the title. Watch to the end to see 10,000 naked dudes. Parentheses, not clickbait. You like those glasses? Pretty styling, huh? Okay. I wish I had anything other than the cross. It's okay. It won't matter.
I've been waiting
Yeah, we know your dialogue. What is that green thingy? Richter, I'm trying to save you. Quit smashing me against the wall. God, he's all over me. I may actually have to heal. Oh, we're good.
You've defeated me, but all is
He
not
was
yet
being
lost.
possessed
The
all
resurrection
along.
of Count Dracula is at hand.
And this is Symphony of the Night's twist. Dracula's not in this castle at all. There are 2 castles.
No. What have I done?
Thank you, Alucard, for saving Richter.
Alucard? The same Alucard who fought alongside my ancestor, Trevor Belmont? That was over 300 years ago.
No time for small talk. Is the person who controlled you in that castle over there?
Yes, I think so.
Maria, take
How would he
Richter
know?
and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
So, I'm now in the other castle, the upside down castle. Here's my map. Yeah, you have to do everything you just did again, upside down. We're not going to be doing that. I am going to do a little bit of it, and then we're going to do a skip that lets us go straight to Dracula. Also, the attic, that is kind of now a basement, is way better in the inverted castle. There's like a million upgrades in here. Okay, we still have like no health, but we have more than we did earlier. I think all you're gonna get is Shaft from now on, Doorman. Is he remotely sexual enough for you? I think I'm going right. This room sucks, so I'm gonna try to bat through it. Come on, bat. If I don't get my bat boosts down correctly, this skip's gonna take a while. Man, I would like some holy water. Let's see if I can get some soon. I'm taking 20 damage per hit now. Am I still wearing the spike breaker? I am. Okay, so that will help a little bit. So will this, and so will... Where is my shield? Did I pass it? There it is. That will help a little bit in terms of damage, but it's not going to be great. I just need holy water to protect me from these kitties. right? Medusa's kind of hard too. Or she's not. Or I just unlock her and it's fine. Okay, cool. So, I got the Heart of Vlad. What I'm supposed to do at this point in the game is work my way rebuilding the entire castle map upside down and kill every boss that I killed already to get pieces of Dracula to rebuild him and then kill him for good. But the thing is, the game doesn't know that. Like, Dracula's still in his boss room, right? He's just chilling. You collect all the pieces of his body to open the door to the boss room. So if I can clip into the boss room, we don't have to do all that. So that's what the goal is. Holy Water Wind game? Don't care about that, whatever that is. That's not holy water, that's salt. I don't need salt. Actually, salt might do it. Salt will do it, cool. I don't want the Bible, I want salt. Oh my god. Get off me. Medusa. That's actually, I like that one. So I'm going this way for a very specific reason. First of all, there is a hidden item on the floor, right here, called a heart refresh. And a heart refresh is just a consumable that just refills your hearts. That's all it does. But it's also really glitchy, and so we're going to take advantage of that. I need only one, but I only get one try at it. So I'm going to make a save state, and we're just going to try it over and over until we get it. Technically, there is a save room right beside the place where I'm going to do the glitch. So if you didn't want a save state, you could reset the console every time you mess it up and do it that way. But it's just going to, we're just going to see the Konami logo 1,000 times if I do that. So we're going to save state. I don't think Konami's ever seen a picture of Cthulhu before, if they thought that was Cthulhu. Let's equip the spike breaker for this room. Hopefully I'll never touch the spikes in the first place, but if you do, it can wreck you. Remember this long thing that I flew up before? Well, now we're flying it up again, but in the opposite direction. Which should let you know that we're getting closer to the center of the castle. See, that's Cthulhu. The reason I'm so quiet right now is I'm really concentrating. Pretty much everything at this point in the game deals like 50 damage per hit, so I can only be hit about 3 times. Castlevania in general, but especially Symphony of the Night, was such a inspiration for Bloodborne for sure. That's one in the beginning wishes he was my biggest fan. Okay, we're back to this room, just inverted. Dracula is at the top, beyond those like stone gates there. The way to open it now is not to equip the rings, it's to collect all of the pieces of Dracula's body, which again would require going through the entire Upside Down Castle and killing all of the bosses in the Upside Down Castle to then return here. So basically take the, what is it, I've been streaming for 3 hours, double that. That would be what we would have to do before we even fight Dracula. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cheat. So, what I need to do is find a way to glitch into the room above this one without opening those gates. And the way to do that is actually to the right. So we're going to go right, and then I'll explain what we're going to do. This holy water is doing 1 damage per hit. Dear God. You know what? You can just live. It's fine. This is the part of the game where we are severely underleveled, as you might can tell. Okay. So, where we are on the map now, I will show you. We are close to, like if you go to where we are on the map and then you take it left 3 squares, that's where the boss room would be, right? But we're too far to the right. So what we got to do is not only clip into the wall, we've got to create a scrolling glitch so that Alucard gets desynced from the center of the screen. And when that happens and the desync occurs, when he touches the barrier on the left side of the screen, once it's desynced, a little bit of the following screen will actually be on that left corner. So what will happen is instead of going 1 screen left, he will go 2 screens left. That will put me in the floor, and then I'll have to do several bat boosts in a row to travel the distance left that I need once I'm in the floor to then pop up inside the boss room. So this is going to take quite a few attempts, but I'll explain what I'm doing in a bit more detail as I go here. So, first things first, I need to get lined up. Basically, what you need to look for is the last pixel on the left corner of the screen here. So you see that first kind of marble tile that's like a square within a square. If you look at the pixel that's on its left edge, I need that to still exist. So like as I go right, you'll see, if I move right enough, eventually it will scroll and then that pixel line will go away. I can't have that. I've got to have that pixel be there. But I need Alucard to be more to the right without it scrolling. So what you do, first of all, I need to equip the heart refresh. And I also need to make a save state here because we don't want to have to do this over and over and over. I'm going to push right and I'm going to use the heart refresh at the same time. If I time it correctly, the heart refresh animation will interrupt the screen scrolling. The Alucard will still move right. So that causes the desync. Then once the desync occurs, I have a limited time to go left and go through the transition to the left screen to get over an extra room. Then I will be on the floor and I need to frame perfect, transform into a bat, and then do 4 wing smashes, they're called, to get to the proper spot. And if I fail any of that, we're going to be right back here doing this part again. So it's very, very unlikely that I will do it on the first try. We'll try our best. So first things first, I just push right and circle at the same time, and hopefully I am lined up. Let's see. Maybe? Okay, I did fall through the floor. I did not get the frame perfect bat transformation, which is why I fell so far through the floor that I am now 1 room below. So basically where I need to be on the map is here, but a room north. That's the goal. So let's try again. And the scroll screen did scroll there, so I waited too late on the heart refresh. There we go. Okay, now I need to do 4 wing smashes. Oh, I got 2 of them. We're close, we're close. You can see, like, having to reset the console every time you mess this up would just take forever. Oh, I got 3! I got 3 of the 4! Ugh! I should probably clarify what I'm trying to do, like when I say wing smash, that is transforming into a bat and then doing, in rapid succession, X, up, left, down, right, release X. And I have to do that combo 4 times in a row. That's why I'm dropping it. I'm just not doing it fast enough. And that's actually a, for the record, that's an intended mechanic. That is this move. Just a little secret move that the bat can do. But it's hard to do back to back. Really? I thought that was good. Come on, Alucard. I think I got it. Now this is going to happen for a while the game tries to decide what room I need to be in. And now, if I open my map, I am in a room where I have never been to any other room connected to it because I just glitched through a room or through a wall. So if I save the game here, which is very important so I never have to do this glitch again. And actually, let's do a new save state on top of this, just so I don't accidentally take it back or anything. If I go around the room left, you'll see I am now in the room past the gate. So if I were to fall here, I would fall through the stone. Okay, never mind. I thought you fell through this. I don't know how I got that idea. So yeah, I am on the other side of the stone gate now. Anyway, we can now fight Dracula. Our next problem is my gear was doing really great for the beginning of the game here, but now we're in the end game, and as you can see, there is so much more of the castle I'm supposed to have explored to reach this point. So my damage is just not good, and my defense is much worse. That's okay, because we have all the items we need for a damage exploit next. I feel like doing something at 60 FPS frame perfectly once isn't too bad. I can't handle the back-to-back frame perfect tricks. If any glitch requires me to do frame perfect, on frame perfect, on frame perfect, and I don't have save states, it's just, I usually cut it out of the script. A good example is the ogre skip from Sekiro that took me over 1,500 attempts is 2 frame perfect inputs back-to-back. Only 2. It's just 2. And they're not even like the frame and the frame. It's just you have to hit a frame perfect move and then again another frame perfect move on another arbitrary frame. So it's not even that bad. 1,500 attempts. No. We don't do those. Not without save states. Okay. So, I could fight Shaft normally. He's down in this hole. I have the strength to beat Shaft, but I won't have a good time to explain the glitch, so I guess now would be a good time to set it up. There are 2 pieces of equipment. There's the shield rod, and there is the Alucard shield. Somebody in chat was mentioning this earlier, and this is literally the exploit I'm about to use. So the shield rod is, you just use it like a sword. It's just like a slow sword. You just swing it like a sword. But it has a special bonus move where it gets a new ability basically based on what shield you're using if you push shield and attack at the same time, and that animation looks like this. And so now my shield rod does something else. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It also has a unintentional effect of making my shield deal damage to the degree it was meant to block damage. So I can just hold the shield now and touch enemies, and they take 300 damage every frame. It's ridiculous. So I'll show you how this goes with Shaft here.
You have done well in making it this far. I would expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont?
Yes. I am the dark priest called Shaft.
You damn
this world
right.
must be cleansed in the forge of chaos.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if 2 vampire hunters were to fight each other...
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
Exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
See if this passive's even still active. It is.
No!
You claim to love the darkness. Go then and dwell there for all eternity.
As you can see, I'm doing 240 damage per frame, every frame the shield touches him.
To purify this corrupt world with
We're gonna have to fight Dracula now.
of chaos.
And he has a lot of health. So it's a good thing I could do 240 damage per frame.
Father,
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
I was hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world!
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again!
I actually think that voice acting is pretty great. Okay, Dracula, time to die.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
How? How is it that I've been so defeated?
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. Tell me, what were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
And that's how you beat Castlevania Symphony of the Night with only playing half the game. John Castle versus John Dark Souls, the protagonist of the Dark Souls franchise.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard?
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
No, it's best this way. I can't ease his torment. Someday, perhaps, we will meet again. And on that day, maybe.
I see.
Let's go. Everyone's waiting for us.
Yes, let's get out of here.
Fun fact, if you have been in like every room of the castle, you don't have to go to like every single room. But there's a 100% exploration rate for the first castle, and then there's another 100% exploration rate for the inverted castle. If you have, I think it's 197% exploration done, Maria will go after Alucard in the ending. So there kind of is a like, sort of secret third ending. But personally, I kind of like it better when she just lets him go. Maria's kind of basic, and I just want her to stay with Richard. She can leave Alucard alone for us, all I'm concerned. What do you think about this fly 90s music? Isn't it so fitting for a vampire game? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Alucard is prettier than her. I'm curious, who here, first of all, who here has never seen anything from this game, period? Who knows absolutely nothing about Symphony of the Night, and this was the first time they've ever seen it? At least one. Well, obviously I didn't do every single boss, but the inverted castle bosses are... The inverted castle is just a repeat of what you saw for the first half, so I don't really like doing it again because it's retreading the same ground. But the bosses in the inverted castle are the bosses from Castlevania 1. Like, you fight the giant bat, you fight the mummy, you fight Frankenstein's monster, Medusa, you saw Medusa. So even they are, like, while they're cool, even they are kind of retreads of previous content. So I feel like the heart refresh glitch, as hard as it is to do, is kind of nice if you just want to do the normal castle and then fight Dracula. You want me to fight the naked chick again? So Lester, you were playing some FF7 around this time, is what you're saying. Wild Arms, interesting. I haven't thought about that franchise in a very long time. A little part of me wants to stream the Final Fantasy VII Remake because I've never played it. But from what I've heard, the Final Fantasy VII Remake is even longer than base Final Fantasy VII. So it's like, do I want to dedicate the next 3 years of my life streaming one game? I don't know. Kind of like just coming on with you guys and blasting through one. It is a cheesy love song. See, that's the thing, is like, this was 97. This music was old then. Yeah, they added like side missions and stuff that extends it even further. They're breaking it into 3 different games. Well, I don't think I have any more to show you guys. You have seen Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Remakes double the time? Wow. I knew it was longer. And that is the end of our journey for the brave demi-vampire named X-X exclamation point V apostrophe apostrophe Q. What is the next stream and video I plan to do for the channel? So, I'll probably do just an Ocarina next, Ocarina of Time. Mostly because the PC port is actually like pretty good. And now that I have it set up, I'm able to run Ocarina of Time at 4K 60 FPS, but still using the game's original 20 FPS logic. So what's cool about that is it means that I can show off all the glitches from the original game because the logic's the same, but visually it's smooth and nice and kind of modern. I also still want to kind of do Elden Ring, even though Elden Ring is not super profitable on YouTube anymore. It's just like everyone was making Elden Ring content. People that had no business making Elden Ring content, that did not know what they were doing, were making Elden Ring content. So it's super saturated. But I know enough glitches in that game to definitely make a solid video from it. So I almost feel like the longer I wait on Elden Ring, the less profitable it will be. So maybe just bite the bullet and do it now, kind of like I did with Sekiro. I made Sekiro knowing it wasn't going to make a lot of money, and it didn't make a lot of money, but I think it's one of the best videos on the channel. So yeah, Lester, Ocarina of Time is quite often heralded as the best video game of all time. And I have slightly different opinions on that, but it would certainly be in my top 10 for sure. It's an incredible game. Show the axe armor character. Dude, I don't know how to show the axe armor character. How do you play as the axe armor? Do I have to, is it a name? Do I have to type in axe armor? Yeah, see, the thing is, like, if I do Ocarina of Time, I'm gonna want to do Majora's Mask right after, right? Because Majora's Mask is just as good, if not better, if you ask some people. The problem is, Majora does not have a PC port yet. They have not fully decrypted the game. So the problem with it is that either I would have to wait, or I would have to do a 4K 60 FPS Ocarina video, and then like a 4K 20 FPS with some textures, I guess, Majora. I don't know. It feels like it's giving it like a raw treatment. I want to wait for Majora to get decrypted on PC too, but that could be something that happens 3 years from now. We have no idea. Sure, I'll give you axe armor. Why not? If you put in Richter, you can play as Richter too. In the Sega Genesis game, you can play as Maria. It's not in this one though. Don't spawn on me, Dracula. That's really annoying. Hey, we got in one cycle though. Hydro Storm. That's how it was supposed to go at the beginning of the game. One cycle. Skip. don't think your code worked, man. I am still Alucard. That might be a Sega version only thing. Or you may have to unlock something to make that work. I've seen people play as Axe Armor, but I've never been able to get it to work for me. Well, I hate to leave you guys on a failure with Axe Armor, but we've pretty much tread all the ground there is to tread with this game, to tell you the truth. Unless there's any other conversation topics you want to cover, I may just spit you guys out to outro music. We do an Oblivion video. I'm not gonna say no. I will definitely do a Skyrim video. That's how I'll answer that question. Skyrim is absolutely on the radar. Depending on how successful Skyrim is, will determine if I do other Elder Scrolls games. I feel like that's a fair way to answer that question. It's not that I don't want to do Oblivion necessarily. It's just I gotta go with I gotta make videos that people will click on. Sadly. Yeah, so I didn't answer your question about a stream, Orange River. I don't know, to be honest. Trying to think of games like off the top of my head that I could just like easily run. Obviously, Metroid Fusion's on there. I could play Metroid Fusion anytime. There's also like there's Bloodborne and Sekiro and stuff like that. The problem with those games is trying to get them to fit into one stream would be like really rough. It would probably end up being 2 for each of them. And I honestly don't have a lot of the same people in chat each stream usually. So I would kind of feel bad about starting a stream, having people watch the first half, then having to leave, then do the next half, and they can't be there for that stream. So I like to keep it as like one-offs if I can. I could also do. I mean, I could stream Ocarina. I could stream Majora. Both of those would also probably be 2-part streams. Yeah, I mean, there's things in Bloodborne like the. Maybe I'll look into that. Maybe I will not be able to do it next week for sure. My workload is full as is. I definitely think a Bloodborne stream could happen soon, especially if I learn like Wolf Skip is huge. There's a skip where you get the camera locked overhead, and you can skip Vicar Amelia and Hemwick and all that sort of stuff and go straight for Forbidden Woods. So that's an alternative. I feel like there's ways to get Bloodborne in like 4 hours probably, if I practice. We'll see. We'll see. Thanks, G-Man. Yeah, I mean, we always honestly have a pretty chill chat. There haven't been too many times I've had to break out the band hammer because of bots or idiots. Occasionally it happens, but yeah, Orange River, have you had to ban anyone today? I don't think you have, right? Did I just passively entertain you for 3 hours today? So maybe that's the plan. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll look into Bloodborne and we'll do Bloodborne. It certainly won't be next week, but hopefully in a week or two. By the way, Tyler, what are we doing for summer? I keep asking. We keep meaning to talk about this. We're not talking about it. We got people here. What's the plan? It's an annual tradition. We always do some kind of race. We do something. We gotta keep this going. We still got the rest of July. We gotta decide what we're gonna do. We gotta race something or do something competitive or who knows what on stream this summer. $10 from G-Man to make up for the ad that didn't play earlier. Well, don't feel like you have to donate just because you didn't have to watch an ad. Like, congratulations on the fact that you didn't have to watch an ad. Honestly, probably what that does, like the play ad button, in retrospect, it probably marks that spot for people watching the stream in post that a ad can play at that spot is probably what that does. And then maybe it spits an ad at some people. I just wish it would be like Twitch and actually be transparent on what the buttons do. That would make my life a lot easier. So yeah, Tyler, what's the plan? Are we doing some Metroid? Are we doing some Pokemon? Before I sign off, tell me what you're thinking. No, Doorman, your behavior is not distracting. It's just thirsty. It's just thirsty behavior. That's all. Okay. Well, I mean, this morning I woke up and I was like, for some reason, I was like, we need to do a Metroid Dread race because we have each played Dread exactly once. But we've also done a lot of Metroid content. So if we do something Pokemon related, that would be kind of cool, and that would be new for both of our channels. So we can talk about it off stream, but I'm good with either one of those. But we definitely need to make a plan because it's fun, and I want it to be a thing that people look forward to every year. I don't know if that's fair, Lester. I have a lot of Paper Mario experience. So that would be very fun. All right, guys. Glad you were here. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time. This game is awesome. Play it if you haven't. Yeah. I'll see you around soon. Glitches in Ocarina of Time will be next. Hopefully, we'll have a Bloodborne stream soon. That actually sounds fun. We'll work on that. Okay. I'm going to send you to some cloud music, so put in your headphones.